Hello, my name is Christina. Welcome back to my channel. I am using a different deck today that I don't think I've ever used on this channel. And I've had it for years. It was a gift from a friend, but I've never been called to use it until now. So I'm excited. We'll see what comes out. Quick announcement. I decided to host live a new moon ritual next week. So the new moon is on Wednesday, the 19th. We'll do the ritual at 6 p.m. Pacific live in the community. So if you're not in the community yet, make sure you jump over there. It's a time to call in new things. It's a time to call in who you want to become, start to step into that. We're in a 9-year. 2025 is 2 + 2 + 5, which is 9, which is the ending of chapters, closing of cycles. My cat's saying hi. He's actually cleaning his foot. But it's a time to really, oh my gosh, guys, it's exciting. The end of the year is a great time to cleanse and start stepping into and like leaning into that future energy. So I'm excited about it. Anyway, mark your calendars, jump in the community. I can't wait to see you over there. And I think it records automatically. So if you are in a different time zone, you'll still be able to see it. Okay, I've called in my guides. In fact, I've been connecting with them deeply all day. I'm working on connecting with them even more. So they're like all up in my energy. So I'm excited for this reading today for some reason. I don't know. So I'm going to start by shuffling, and I'm going to get a general read on what's going on in the situation, maybe what you're feeling, so I can better understand it. I kind of feel like your room or your space is a little messy, like untidy, not like dirty, but like messy. But I'm feeling like you're feeling it. And I don't know if you're aware of it, but it's affecting your energy. Your environment is everything. Okay, one more shuffle. All right. Here we go. Different deck. So excited. Thanks for being here. All right. First card out is the Hanged Man. Look at this. The gold film. Interesting. Notice how this person is holding the rope that is hanging them upside down, almost as if they are about to make the decision to see something differently. It's like, it feels like you've been holding on to some way of thinking or being, and we'll dive more into it, and you're kind of seeing, oh, maybe I need to see it differently, or maybe I need to change something about that belief, or maybe I need to let go of that thought, or something like that. So let's see what else comes out. Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so since ear pain. Interesting. What was that, guides? I don't know what that means yet. There's a deep sadness that comes from this card, and this card isn't usually a sad card. This is like having everything you've ever wanted. So it almost feels like you thought you were going to have that with someone. But with that Hanged Man, it's almost like you feel like maybe it's time I let that go. But it feels so painful to even think about that. Like, I just want to cry. Okay, what else? It's like, there's like a sense of betrayal. Like, am I giving up on us? Am I giving up on you? What else? Strength. This came out in reverse, and that it feels like you don't feel like you have the strength. Like, it feels like this is depleting you. Like, this feels exhausting. This feels heavy, emotional. Sorry, itchy nose. Seven of Cups and Seven of Wands. Wow, look at this mask. Okay, ooh, look at this card. There's like this creature and a mask and a skull. There's so much going on. It's like, with the Seven of Cups, there are options here. There are, it's like you're fantasizing or you were with this 10 of Cups, like you're fantasizing about this happiness, this beautiful life you could have with this person. But it's almost like when you take off the mask and like change your perspective and look at it differently, the Hanged Man, you see that it wasn't what you thought it was, and that it's sucking the life out of you because you're not living or rooted or grounded in the reality of what is. It's almost like the potential of what this could have been or could be, and that's the thing that's hard to let go of. I feel like your friends have been telling you to move on, or your family, or even this person, but you are like fighting them away. You're like fighting those thoughts off. You're fighting those perspectives off. Like, no, I don't want to let this go. But again, with that Hanged Man, like I have a pit in my stomach. I feel like I'm just going to cry this whole reading. It's like you thought they were your knight in shining armor. Gender doesn't matter, but like you wanted so badly. It's like when you have like a crush on a celebrity or something and you're like, oh my God, they're amazing. And then you meet them and they're like horrible. It's like your perception and reality are different, or you're fantasizing and your reality are actually different. So check in on that, please, because that feels like a really painful place to be. Wow. We have the Fool, the Lovers in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse. With the Fool, the energy of this card, it's often about new beginnings, like taking a leap of faith, but it's like this doesn't feel happy. This doesn't feel like, okay, I'm going off in a new direction. It's almost an energy of, I don't know what else to do. I have to see something differently because I can't stay in this pain and this anger anymore. I have to leap. It's like he's about to kick like a rock off, like, fuck it all. There's anger, there's resentment, you're mad at yourself for sticking around so long. You're mad at yourself there's a lot of self-anger. The Lovers in reverse. It's like you're realizing that you were holding on to something that was never real. And it doesn't mean the relationship or the connection wasn't real. The future wasn't real. Like it was in your head. You were creating this beautiful fantasy that can't happen until maybe you both heal or whatever, or it's not your person. But that's so hard. That's so painful to let go of. I feel like you've sort of removed yourself from friendships, or like you're embarrassed to talk about this connection. Maybe you've talked about it so much that they don't even want to hear about it anymore. Feels very lonely. There's a lot of just like my body is tired. Like, why is this even happening? I wish this never happened. Why do I love someone that's not available? It feels like your person's emotionally unavailable. Let's get two more. That decision you don't want to make. But if you take the blindfold off and turn around, there's actually really, really, really beautiful land right across that river. Maybe you live by a river or a body of water. There's a little crescent moon. One more. My aggressive shuffling. Got to get the right cards. Yeah, the World. I know it doesn't feel over. I know there's Nikki people. I got to cover that for YouTube, but yeah, it doesn't feel over. I know, but you're also, it's like, this doesn't feel over. This feels like it could be great, but I can't keep doing this to myself anymore. I have to choose me. I have to choose my healing and my happiness. I'm sick and tired of this pain is what I'm feeling. Oh my gosh. I am feeling for you. So I actually want to ask some questions. I wrote down some questions that I wanted to ask for this. Okay, so let's check in with your person. I want to know what they're feeling. Their true feelings, like their true emotions that they can't really express or they won't express because of fear. But like, how do they actually feel? What's going on? What is actually going on within this person? Oh, wow. Hang on. Okay. So 2 cards flipped out that I'll keep, and we'll talk about those too. Okay. What are they feeling? The Moon and the 10 of Wands. It's like they wish they could express how badly they feel about this, whatever this is. It feels like you're in separation. You're not really in communication much, or at least not the way you used to be. And they don't feel good about it, even if they are pretending to feel good about it. The Moon is showing this. There's a loneliness in this energy. Like I'm hearing like, I'm sorry. But it feels like these are never things that they'll say out loud, or they can't, or they feel like they can't. Yeah, they are beating themselves up, and they're carrying the weight of this like negative self-talk and beating themselves up and feeling inadequate, and there's a lot there. With the 6 of Cups, they are thinking of you. But again, remember, these are things that they really aren't going to express or can't express. What else? How else are they feeling? 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This person may have an abandonment wound or know that you do. And then they walked away and know that that hurts you and they feel horrible about it. But they had to walk away for some reason, and so we can dive into why. But there's a lot of pain on both sides here. It's like they're battling against, it feels like they're torn. It's not even a tear. It's like they're battling against who they've always been because of trauma. Like they just grew up and had to, learn to be a certain way or whatever it is. But there's a part of them that's deeper. The soul part of them that was connected to you so deeply is like fighting to get out for the first time. It's like you saw a part of them that they didn't even realize was there or could be seen or wanted to be seen. And you're inviting that out. And so that part of them like wants to shine. This almost feels like their higher self, like what their higher self would say to you. But they're like literally at war with everything that they thought they knew or everything that they've known in how to show up and how to be in a relationship and what it's all for and what they actually want. Like everything is being flipped upside down. It's like they thought they wanted this exact thing, so why don't they want it anymore? But do they want it? Like they feel a little lost, but they're beating themselves up about how they're treating you. And they're trying to be strong through this too. That feels like a perception, like how they want to be perceived is like that they're okay, that they're fine, but they're not fine. What else would they say to you? I'm hearing, I'm sorry, I just don't know any other way. They have a mother wound with the Queen of Pentacles. That is preventing them from being able to stay. It's such an interesting feeling. I wish you could feel this. It's like it's like they're just like, I'm sorry. I just don't know how. And so they feel like defeated. Like, yes, I know I said all those things to you. I know I said I wanted a life with you. I know I said this and that. And those were all real. Those were all true. I meant those things. Please don't think I didn't mean those things. Something like and then there's a wall. Like they don't know how. There's a trauma that's so deep in them, and it doesn't have to be like a capital T trauma. It can be a little T trauma, which means just like an emotional thing they learned when they were a child or something. But there's a big block on, it's like, oh wow, there it is. Okay, it's like a fear. It's like they've let themselves down in so many ways over the years that they feel like they're going to let you down too. And that feeling is so strong that they're choosing to walk away so that they don't let you down. But that's self-sabotaging because they're clearly letting you down right now, right? It's like this, that's what trauma does. We self-sabotage. The exact thing we don't want to happen, we create because of unhealed stuff. Anything else? How else do they feel? What do they want to say? I'm seeing like a Yggdrasil tree, which is, it's the tree of life, but that's in Norse, the Yggdrasil specifically is Norse, but like the tree of life, Can you see that little tree of life? The number 17 might mean something to you because it was 17 minutes exactly when I pointed at that, where the time was. Anyway, it's like, this is like their higher self talking to you. They want you to fly. They see how great you are unconsciously, like their higher self sees what you deserve, and it's not them. Like they think that they truly believe that you are better than them, which may or may not be the case, right? But they truly, with all of their being, think that they will let you down and that you will never feel fulfilled or happy because they cannot give you what you need. And they know that. And it's like, maybe that's the intuitive hit. They're like, I don't know why I can't be with you. I just know that I can't. You deserve better than me. They don't believe in themselves at all right now in a way of, it's like, you're not asking too much. But I almost feel like they, at some point, were like, you're asking too much. But they were just trying to tell themselves that so that they could make themselves feel better. A lot of lying to themselves to make themselves feel better about where they're falling short. Anything else? Yeah, there's that 7 of Cups. They may wear jewelry, bracelets, like kind of like mine. That's interesting. In the back of the Ace of Wands, there's like a little castle in the distance, right? And then the 7 of Cups has that same castle. And remember, the 7 of Cups came out earlier. For you, it was like you're seeing things more clearly, like you deserve more. This is almost confirmation of like, yeah, that fantasy that you want, you can have that, just not with me. This is kind of heartbreaking. This is breaking my heart for you, for them. Because I can like feel you screaming like, well, what? Like, then get there, then rise, then be, like I know that you can be who you want to be, but they can't. Like they have to heal through a lot of things before they can ever get there. Let's just do one more. Eight of Cups. Wow. It feels self-sacrificial. And you may not, like, I don't think they are showing up in this way. It doesn't feel like they're like, hey, you deserve more and I'm going to go off. It doesn't feel like that kind of like mature conversation. It feels like this is what they wish they could say, right? That's what I was kind of checking in with. And there's an energy of, with the Eight of Cups here, there's an energy of them saying, I'd rather be on my own so that you can soar without me, because I will keep pulling away and I will keep messing up if you don't leave me. Does that make sense? Like, I have to leave you because you're not going to leave me. Ooh. Interesting. I was not expecting that. I have to leave you because you're not going to leave me. So check in with your worth, your self-worth, like in the beginning here. It's like you're starting to see, like, I don't deserve this. And maybe that's true. You deserve someone who can give you what you need. Not the potential of this person doing that, but someone else. Could be this person in 10 years, we don't know. But holding on to them right now doesn't feel like it's working. It's like let go of that rope for the Hanged Man and fall so you can see a different perspective. Wow. Okay, I feel like I could do like an hour-long reading with this right now. My gosh. Okay, but let's get you advice. I feel like we just started here, but let's get you advice. I'm just noticing the time. Okay. What about this beautiful viewer? What advice? What do they need to hear right now? Maybe, like, what wound from your past is being triggered right now that you need to clear through? Or what do you need to hear about this separation or why it's happening? Emperor. Yeah. That's so interesting. You know, their higher self is like, I have to leave you because you won't leave me. But then the advice for you is you have to leave them because they won't let you go. It all makes sense to me energetically. I hope it makes sense to you. You have to be the one to walk away because they will not be able to fully let you go. Like energetically. Like they're going to keep holding on, breadcrumbing, showing up, just being in your energy until you choose yourself and walk away. Other advice? Anything else maybe you need to heal? Let's see. I've got a few. Yeah, it feels like they're haunting you, huh? They're just like in your thoughts. You can't let them go. Like, what is this? Leave me alone. Like, look at this. It's like your anxiety and stress, and it's like all of the memories, the thoughts, the ghost of them is just there with you. You have some beautiful cards here. We have the Magician. Your reminder that you get to create your reality, okay? But it takes doing the hard things. It takes like that scary thing you don't want to do. It might be time to do that. The Five of Wands, all of the conflicts, all of the challenges, all the things, all the triggers that came up within this connection were for you to learn and grow. And maybe it's about the Two of Wands. Maybe this was always about making that decision. The world is, you could choose anything. And with that first card, the Hanged Man coming out, maybe it's time to choose something you haven't been choosing. Like if you, for example, have been holding on to them, maybe it's time that you don't. You have to make your decisions with that Emperor energy. You have to do the hard thing because they're not going to let you go. And then you'll both be caught in this cycle forever until one of you chooses to walk away. I know that's not what you want to hear. Okay, what else? Any other advice or guidance? I feel like, you know, there's someone watching this that's like, well, are we meant to meet later? Maybe we can check in on that. So the last card of advice was like, set it down, set down the burden, set down the regret, set down the betrayal, set down the all the things that you've been carrying regarding this, the things that you learned about yourself, maybe that you're not good enough because they're not choosing you. Set that down. That's not true. That's not true. You're not aligned in this moment. That doesn't mean that one of you is better or worse. You're just not aligned. You don't want the same things. Even if you think you want the same things, you can't give the same things. Very different. Okay, so what was the other question I asked? Oh, will you end up together? Okay, well, what was the purpose of this connection? Okay, so you have a past life connection. You guys know each other. Your souls know each other already. That's why sometimes these are really hard to let go of. You know what though? This exact thing came up in the collective, like in multiple of my one-on-one readings this week, was this, what I'm about to share. Knowing that you're a past life connection, your souls chose this before you came here together. You both said, hey, we have these specific lessons to learn. Let's come here and do this together so that we can learn. Maybe your lesson was about choosing yourself and their lesson was about healing through these things. I don't know. That's just very general. But sometimes it helps knowing we're in this together. Even if we have to separate, we chose this. I'm going to be okay. I chose this. It's okay. I'll be okay. Lorraine saying hi. Well, that's beautiful. So what about the future? I know we can't read the future because it's just the energy right now, but is this a forever thing? What can you tell me about this connection down the line? Okay. If this were to ever work in the future, you have to focus on you first. Build your foundation in your own life, within yourself. Like build your home in yourself. Don't put your home in someone else, because then if you lose them, you lose yourself. So find you, find your home within yourself and your environment. Like at the beginning, I was like, someone's house is messy, and that's okay. My house is a mess half the time, but like tidy it up. That can help you just come back to yourself a little bit. Also, maybe stay off your phone a little bit for a couple days. Like get off your phone after 6 p.m. All electronics. And that might be weird. Sitting in silence with yourself is going to be like, this is so uncomfortable. Do it. Do it. There's something you need to hear or know, and you can only get there intuitively if you have that energetic free space. And then you have the Empress. So if you are ever going to connect with this person again, which could happen maybe, it has to be when you arrive at a place. Oh my God, we started and we ended with the Emperor and the Empress. So there is potential only if you both choose to heal separately without connection, it feels like. And then you are in your Empress energy and you energetically are on the same wavelength. So if you go and do the healing, but they're still down here vibrationally, you won't see them again. So it's up to them too, to rise, to meet you, and then energetically you will reconnect if it's meant to be. But it's like, I've acted for decades. Since I was 6 years old, I was on stages until I was like 24. And there was a technique we learned, I promise this is related, where you are you basically have your character, right? And you become the character by creating the memories of that character. So you go back to childhood, you create their like core wounds, so that when you're in the scene, those wounds like come up because you created the memories, like literally in your mind. But the biggest thing about it all was, before you go on stage, let it all go. Trust that it's there. And then you go on stage and it comes up. And if you hold on to it too tightly, you wouldn't be able to access it. Like you wouldn't be able to actually get there. So I don't know why I had to share that, but maybe you're an actor or in theater or something, but you have to truly let it go if it's ever going to work or come back. I love you. I'm sending you so much love. This feels hard. This feels heavy for both parties. Oh my gosh. All right. I'll see you tomorrow or something, but also live next week. Go join the community. I can't wait to see you there. You're amazing.